Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Auschwitz? No.
Lausitz.
Right. Welcome to Laos. It's really humid. There's some palm trees. Delightful.
Interesting enough, Kyle Math is going out on prime tires, which is not it's not a great start.
Javier is doing that as well.
Javier, come on. What's this? It's qualifying, gentlemen. Red sidewalls, come on. The alts are faster.
Stylish.
Anyways, we are here at Lausitz Super Speedway in Germany for round 6 of our IndyCar series. Or, technically, to be PC, or correct in the matter, and copyright friendly, the Formula USA series. They're really IndyCars, let's be honest.
Oh, I thought it was French United States. My bad.
Oh. But, anyways.
We continually make the Skyrim Frust Roda jokes as well.
Oh, that works too. I'm down with that. I am Michael Magas. With me on commentary is Byron Derksen. We're doing this live today, although not streaming because my internet is being weird.
Whore.
A little bit. Anyways, still, we are good to go here with lackluster live commentary without streaming, and we are here for the teams championship for IndyCars. It's really become a two-way shootout between Cobalt which is this team here, the blue, white, and red, and the UPS team, which are the brown kind of shit-looking cars that
it's a dark bronze.
There is a third team, which is the team of bot racing, but unfortunately the bots, there's only 2 of them on the track today. There has been less in the past, and the team has kind of fallen apart, unfortunately. That's what happens when there is no solid leadership, and when I am the captain of the team, and then I decide to quit.
That would definitely put a kind of a hampering on things, yes.
I had faith that Travis Walsh and Sean Kenny could keep the team together. They did not do that.
You had faith that the angriest man on the planet and Sean, I do so much cocaine, Kenny, to keep a team together?
In hindsight, it was a terrible idea, I admit.
I nicknamed one of them the Redneck Sith. I'm gonna give you a guess on who that is. If you're too dumb, look on Discord.
But anyways, we're here at Lausitz for round 6. Championship has become a two-way battle. And Christoph Verstappen setting the early pace, although here comes Mole. He does not take
from the region of Guaca, Old Mexico.
Gotta say, still gonna throw some shade at Javi P. You know I love you, Javi, but prime tires at a qualifying session? What the hell? And to Kyle Math, or however his name is spelt or pronounced, because
Math.
I was gonna say, like, there's an E at the end, so like, is it Math? Is it Mathe? Is it Math? I don't know, but we'll go with
He's
Math.
clearly French, and therefore Mathe.
Well, he's from the U.S. I don't imagine they pronounce it that way.
Shut up!
John Barker coming to the line here for Cobalt Racing. Coming across the line. Will he be in the top 5? Yes, he will. 5th place. And not sure who this is. This is Richard Drush. Grande Ricardo.
Your boy Ricky D's nuts.
Ricky D's nuts should be a man to contend with. 5th place here in the early going. Man, it was really close in practice, and now Christoph Verstappen's like just pimp slapping the entire field.
He basically, I think he was definitely sandbagging in practice.
It could be. Luciano Achazo, well, that's not a great lap for Achazo, normally a faster driver than that. Here is Martin Edmonds, currently in 3rd place.
Is it true that the only reason we're on this track is because Martin Edmonds decided that he wanted to try and win here?
Yes.
Fair enough.
He chose all the tracks, so it's all his fault.
I can appreciate that. I mean, if you want to win, you choose all the tracks. You do you, fam. He's in control.
He is in control. He controls the horizontal and the vertical. He is entering the outer limits.
Please stand by.
Well, I mean, at this point, it's a racing thing, so it's not really a please stand by. It's please hit the gas pedal.
Please stand up. Would
Also
the
doesn't
real
really,
Martin Edmonds
doesn't
please
really
stand up?
My name is Slim Shady.
Wow, that was horrendous.
It was meant to be horrendous.
Fair enough. You accomplished. You did magnificently, sir.
I am fully aware that my singing voice is terrible. So anytime I sing,
Correct.
It's meant to be terrible.
I've literally never heard. I've been friends with the man 13, 14 years, 14, 15 years. Never heard you hit a note. Not once.
This is probably true. It's probably true.
Not once in his entire universal life has he
I
ever
have
hit a note.
have had one person in my life compliment my singing voice, and she wanted the D. So
Is it because you communicated in sign language?
No, I did sing.
You just waved your hands around extra exuberantly. That's what it was.
No, I did not.
You a different voice.
Actually, and in fairness, there was a kid sitting on my chest, so I really couldn't even wave my hands around exuberantly if I wanted to.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, new lead singer of Godsmack, Dread Magas.
Not a big fan of Godsmack. Oh, Kyle Math losing a nose cone.
Gone anti-Pinocchio.
This is one of the UPS cars. This is Richard. No, it's not Richard Druge. My broadcast
Simmons.
panel was lying to me. This is Maximum Simmons. Yes. Yet to post a lap time yet. There is Kyle Math rejoining after his repairs. Lightning fast repairs in this game.
Max Simmons yet to put up a legal lap. Shocker there.
Has he put up a lap?
Nope. He's an invalid.
Oh, no, he is on his... No, he's only put up a warm-up lap, so in fairness, he hasn't put up an illegal lap either.
Alright, so it looks like Christoph switched over to the prime tires.
Well, I mean, when you're 1.7 seconds ahead of everybody, you might as well get some more time in on the prime.
Yeah, you betcha.
They will be on the primes for most of this race, so, I mean, knowing what the primes will do is pretty key.
Optimus Prime?
Here is the only real... Oh, God! Wayne Hutchinson!
A little washboard action.
Wait, we're cheering for you here, man. Let's little less of that.
The dirtiest player in the game, Wayne Hutchinson.
I thought this was going to be tight. And then Christopher Streppen's just like, gentlemen, let me just take my pants off here and impress the ladies as we go to the top.
I'd like to start with something I'm very proud of. I'm going to have to ask you people to move back.
Did I not say very proud?
Don't worry, baby. We'll have safe sex. Go get me a hefty bag.
Need one of those. Need one of those cloth bags, biodegradable.
No, that'll just explode. You might catch fire.
That's true.
Fire hazard can't do that, especially not in space. Little known fact, 100% of space crime has been committed by not only a woman, but a gay woman.
Oh.
Apparently, and I probably get a few of these details wrong, but she was on the space station and used some of her NASA networking technology to do some stuff to her either ex or soon-to-be ex or something like that.
Okay.
And got busted for it.
That's a little bit rough for sure.
So 100% of space crime has been committed by lesbians.
That is an impressive first for lesbian kind.
Indeed. I'm interested to watch the bell curve widen on that one, but it's still very funny.
Highly entertaining. I mean, it is at least it's an area where they have been first to do something finally.
Indeed. Well, I'm pretty sure there was the second time because obviously somebody must have been first with like one lady and the other lady is like, hey.
True. The first ever lesbian couple. Yes.
There you go. So second first. I'd like to remind everybody at home watching and listening, all of these jokes are jokes.
Yes.
Unless, of course, you look up on Google and they're true.
I'm not even really sure we can be held to outrage for that particular line of thought.
I'm not saying they're bad people other than one of them's a criminal. Just one of them. Yeah. Only one. Yeah. Only that one.
It's not all lesbians are criminals, just that specific
just the space
one.
lesbians.
Yeah. Max Simmons having a rough time here. Still no legal laps. Still only one completed lap, actually, so that's even more concerning. That means he's crashing a lot. So hopefully he can get around this time. Daniel Hernandez is the lowest guy with a lap. It is Kyle Math, who also does now have one. We have 11 cars today. Here is Christoph Verstappen, and those look like red sidewall tires, despite the prime indication.
Which guy?
Christoph Verstappen.
Oh, no, he switched back.
Did he now?
Yeah, he did.
Weird.
I just didn't bring it up.
The broadcasting panel is still saying he's on primes, which is obviously not the case. Those are definitely red sidewall.
Mine said primes for a bit, and then he switched back to the advanced tires.
I will refresh mine just to make sure that this is not like some kind of stuck thing.
No, I don't know. Mine seems to be very nice and awesome, and yours seems to be horrible.
I have found the problem. My laptop lost internet.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
There we go! Back in business.
Don't you have like 19 monitors? What are you doing using the laptop?
Because the laptop allows me to use the mouse without exiting the game.
I don't...
Minimizing the...
Have you tried windowed mode?
Then it records windowed mode, which is lame.
That's true. I don't record. Although mine's like full screen windowed, so I don't have that issue. May I advise you to look into your settings? Not now, but later.
Could do.
You big old scrub.
Martin Edmonds coming around the final turn.
Captain Cobalt himself.
Captain Cobalt, captain of the team, captain of Team Kick. Except he doesn't kick.
He does not. He's too short. No!
He is taller than the actual captain of Team Kick.
That's true, but who isn't?
Who they are trying to make into a heel, which is an interesting idea.
Yeah, well, I mean, it works for Bailey, and what's her name again? Like, her actual name?
Captain of Team Kick?
Yeah.
Dakota Kai.
Alright. Keep forgetting. I know it's a state, but she's not from the States. So Dakota Kai essentially is Bailey.
She is basically the down under version of Bailey, yeah.
Crikey. Actually, she's from New Zealand, sir?
Still down under. Oceania.
That's potentially true, yes.
Technically, the entire continent is down under.
Kiwi Bailey.
Indeed.
Anyway, so since they stopped burying Bailey, and what's good for the goose is good for the other goose, and or ganders. I
have to say, Max Simmons is the first guy to get within a second of Christoph Verstappen.
It only took him all kinds of invalid laps.
True.
Where it still says on here that his last lap was invalid.
It was, yeah.
Which, none of that matters once you get out on the track.
Wayne Hutchinson running prime tires, as is Luciano Achazzo right now. I
think we're seeing a lot of guys that don't think they can advance their times. They're just trying to practice on prime tires, I think, probably.
Fair enough, but...
There's a minute left in qualifying. Why would
fair enough, yeah. Not enough time to get another lap in at this point.
Kylie Mathog, still no valid lap yet.
I believe that Kyle Math may, in fact, be a keyboard or gamepad user, so that might complicate things.
Welcome to the club, sir. I also am a keyboard and or gamepad warrior.
Indeed.
Except I don't put up much of a fight when it comes to racing games. Javi P and I both own Grid Autosports, so we're going to force you to go back and play that one.
I'm fine with that.
Excellent. I've never played it. I don't know what the fuck I'm getting into. Hook up my Xbox controller.
If I just need the government to send me a T-slip, and then I can do my computer rebuild.
Ha-cha-cha.
Christoph Verstappen will start from pole for Max Simmons, Wayne Hutchinson, Martin Edmonds, Mole, Grande Hicardo, Richard DeRoche, Luciano Achazzo, Javi Perez-Torres, John Barker, and Daniel Hernandez.
Kyle will start from the back.
He will start from the back as he did not post a legal lap time.
Because Kyle's mom's really nice. She's really, really nice. She's the nicest Kyle's mom in the whole wide world. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I've never met the one true Kyle's mom, so...
My mom was very nice, so you do know
That is true.
That's you do know a Kyle mom that is nice.
That is 100% true.
We await for the grid to form up here. Just 11 cars. These cars have proven to be a bit hit and miss. They're difficult to drive. They do demand a large amount of focused and mental fortitude, and not everyone's been capable of delivering. And I include myself in
concentration. You better be concentrating, otherwise you might louse it up.
Oh!
Not even gonna apologize for that.
Can't apologize. Interesting that only one side of the grid is getting populated right now.
That is, well, I see both sides, but we're waiting for some people here.
Mm-hmm. It's the inside guys are holding it up. Come on, guys. Move your asses. The outside guys are all there. There we go. Red lights, red lights, red lights, and we are green here from Lausitz. Bad start from the front row, outside starter Max Simmons, and that has allowed Christopher Streppen uncontestedly to take the lead. Simmons still in second place despite the bad start. Martin Edmonds in third.
Way wide.
Indeed, one of the UPS cars off in the background. I think that is Daniel Hernandez. Richard DeRouche with the big start. He started like sixth place up to fourth.
6-9 race from jail.
They did. And Kyle Mapp may not have started the race. Hang on, let's pull the camera to him. He is skidding across the infield, so that probably might be the problem.
He is definitely under the influence, yes.
Oh god, he's in the wall.
Well?
And then he disappeared and was fine. I'm gonna chalk that up to really bad lag.
If you want to win a race, you got to break a few legs.
Oh, Martin Edmonds looking for a move there. He couldn't bring it home.
Looking to deploy the harpoon is Martin Edmonds.
He's through into second place. Martin up into second place.
It's clearly cheating.
Car might be a little bit loud from the in-cockpit view. We'll have to see later.
Yeah. Multiple cars, I had to definitely turn you up on TeamSpeak.
Do not trust the push-to-pass numbers. We've learned that they are not accurate.
Yeah, or anything else other than
Simmons,
what you see. Oh my goodness!
Simmons has lost a spot to Richard DeRouche there. DeRouche getting a little bit feisty, trying to break the toe. Oh, Max! No!
Oh, Max, sponsor of this video. There's legitimately a company out there called Omax.
What do they sell?
Dick pills.
Of course.
Actually, I don't remember. They're a sponsor of Bill Burr, and I listen to his podcast. His ads are hilarious. You really need to listen to one of his podcasts just to hear him read ads.
Could be. I have heard him read ads. They are hilarious.
Yeah. He's repeatedly like, listen, I tell these people all the fucking time, if you write it down on the copy, I will read the entire thing. And he does. He's like, and now relate some personal experiences of your own with this product. Listen, I tell these people...
I just read. Javi P. battling with John Barker.
Juanito Barcanero.
Oh, one of the brown cars off again. It is Mole! So the brown cars are tripping over themselves. And Cobalt now owns 4 of the top 5 spots.
See if your boy would sponsor them, and then they could be Brobalt.
So Cobalt dominating right now. Verstappen, Edmonds, DeRouche, and Barker all in the top 5. The brown cars, the UPS boys, occupy 6th through 10th. So they need to get their shit in order because their highest ranking driver right now is Javi Perez Torres. I love Javi P. Don't get me wrong. Nothing but love for Javi P. He's an academy driver. He should not be your lead driver.
Listen, just because you hate Javi P doesn't mean that he isn't a truly excellent human being.
I do not hate Javi P. If I hated Javi P, I would ignore his existence.
That is 100% true and a personality trait we share.
For example, there's a certain former Dutch driver in the ESR community that part of my mind refuses to admit ever existed.
Oh no, I'll go after him only when he's around.
Luciano Echazo on the charge. He's taking the spot from Javi P and looking to get past John Barker.
What can Brown do to you?
They can pass me. That's probably the answer to the question. Gotta respect the logistics companies. I've been involved with them for a long time. It's how it works. Moly Moly overtaking Javi there. And Max Simmons also overtaking. I feel like Javi's letting them through.
Anything's possible. I mean, Max may or may not be much faster, so it's a good idea.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because Moly Moly, Echazo, and Simmons, 3 very quick drivers. They got their faults, but speed is not one of them. And Javi stayed off the racing line for a real long time there. Kyle Math has apparently been in the pit lane because he swapped over to alternate tires. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Maybe. I mean, it couldn't be any worse than what was happening. He's still in last, so
he's gonna drive-through penalty for speeding in the pit lane, so that further problems. Kyle Math is now a lap down.
That one very well.
No, did not live up to his name. All right, well, Kyle Math is our first gambler on the alternate tires. Those are going to require an extra pit stop, that is for sure. But then again, he was going to make an extra pit stop anyways because of the fact that he was pitting this early.
Correct.
So maybe it'll actually work out perfectly fine.
Do you get extra pit stick when you're in the pit stop?
Yes.
Excellent. Like 2 guys, you just raise your arms and 2 guys reach in the windows.
Richard DeRoche going down the inside of Martin Edmonds. Oh! That's an ugly shoving match between 2 teammates and the top Canadian spot. Not polite at all.
Canadians currently running 2-3-4.
They are. They're doing quite well.
It's like watching a hockey game.
Come on, Wade. Show them that bot racing is not entirely dead.
Javi, what's going on? Javi's limping.
Javi limping? Let's have a look. Oh, he's got... Max Simmons is showing 100% damage. So Max Simmons has no front end. Javi looks fine.
Yeah, but he was just he was not moving well on the track. He was very slow and kind of meandering a bit. So I don't know if there was a little contact there or what happened.
Perhaps. Well, he's going to overtake Max Simmons, whether he wants to or not.
This is really like watching a hockey game. Look at it, the score for Canada and the score for the U.S. I mean, really.
Pretty much. Yep.
Brutal.
Brutality.
Finish him. We're going to get Javi watching curling.
Nice.
Javi was asking questions about curling, and they're really intense in this. He saw some promo material or something for it. He's like, what is up with curling? What's going on there? And I described stuff and hooked him up with a Wikipedia article, and he's like, this sounds interesting. I'm like, hell yeah, it is.
It's really interesting. I'm not a tremendous fan of watching curling, if I'm being honest, but as an activity, it's fun as hell.
I am the opposite way around. I'm much more interested. If there's a tournament on, I'm not going to go out of my way to go see it. But if it's on, and I happen to be seeing it, I'm usually very interested.
One of my friends was big into curling, so I went to the curling club with him on a weekly basis. I was terrible, but it was fun. It was still very fun. Excellent.
Put you on the broom. Put you on the lead broom.
That's a terrible plan. Martin Edmonds is putting the pressure on Richard DeRoche here after DeRoche kind of rudely overtook him, to be honest. And Cobalt...
I thought it was funny.
Cobalt maybe not engineering their best teamwork right now.
I thought the overtake was hilarious, and I would encourage...
Whoa, Richard Wood! Martin down the inside into second place. Wayne Hutchinson also overtaking him. And for the first time today, well, not the first time, because Max Simmons briefly was in the top 3. For the first time in a while, it's not an all Cobalt podium.
Wayne the Rabbit Hutchison, my bad. We've been mispronouncing it for years.
I know. Someone pointed that out, actually, in the 3D speed.
Correct.
But it wasn't him. He's never corrected us. So
that's because obviously he doesn't listen or watch these videos. And
oh God!
Oh, hello.
Richard DeRoche and Luciano Achazzo got into it there, and somehow they are undamaged. I don't know how. I have
seen parts of these cars fly off for no reason whatsoever. And
I am questioning the realism of that not ending in a horrible thing.
Actually, I think that would be entertaining as fuck, is if you made these cars even more fragile. Not the safety, like, not the roll cage or anything like that, but just, like, everything on the exterior. Make it very fragile, so if you go too fast, it might tear apart.
We have lost a car from the race as Kyle Math has parked it.
He has, oh shit, I had a joke here. God damn it, it's gone.
Wayne Hutchison on the attack, trying to break up the 1-2 Cobalt.
Looks like Kyle divided by 0. Hey-oh. Sorry.
Solid one. Wayne Hutchison on the attack against Martin Edmonds for top Canadian honors and second in the ring.
Chop guys.
Actually, I was watching So last year during F2, there was unfortunately a fatal crash that claimed the life of Antoine Hubert at Spa. And one of the drivers involved was an American driver named Juan Manuel Correa. He's like Italian-American, like sometimes races under the Italian flag. Anyways, he put out a video diary today detailing his recovery because he lost 6 centimeters of femur in the accident.
Holy shit.
Oh, I can't remember if femur or tibia. It might have been tibia.
I was going to say, 6 that's a problem.
Yeah. Well, his left leg is his right leg is virtually useless right now.
There's a structural abnormality, to say the least.
He's talking about how he wants to get back to F2 though. Like he's talking about it. He's like, the doctors say that, like, he's outlining the problems. He's like, the ankle might not ever have a full range of motion again. I can't stand on it right now. Yeah, he's like, I can't stand on it right now, but when the bone hardens, we do that. It's like shorts of him doing like physiotherapy and stuff, and then doing some sim racing, so it's pretty cool. He was actually playing race for him in the video, so that was nice.
No, well, maybe you can come play with us.
Well, Wayne Hutchison overtakes Martin Edmonds, who is wide and off the track.
Martin, you picked the track.
Looks like
us all up for a big win.
And he loses a spot to Luciano Achazzo, too. And Richard DeRoche.
Ricardo.
The 3 ESR veterans, DeRouche, Edmonds, and Barker, all on the same part of the track.
Correct. Are we gonna do the Enduro live at the end of the month here, or are you racing in that one?
I'm racing in that, so unless you can find someone else to do it, there we go.
They're all. Well, maybe we can get Travis.
Travis is supposed to be racing it as well, but...
Oh, okay. I haven't done fucking commentary with Travis in a long time. That would be hilarious.
Trying to get him in for the Academy race on Monday.
Oh, that looked like like from the comment section, that looked like a shit show. I'm vaguely interested in seeing if I can jump in there.
It was a fun race, actually. I didn't think it was...
Okay.
wasn't even too bad. I mean, there was some contact, don't get me wrong.
Just a couple of the grapes got extra sour.
A little bit, yeah.
Fair enough. Javi and I were watching the comment section fly up, and we're like, "Ooh, this looks spicy."
It's Suzuka West, which is a difficult to overtake track, so people were being a little bit forceful.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly didn't see anything like super. Now, mind you, I haven't done the stewarding, so maybe after I do the stewarding, I'll be like, "Oh my god, all the penalties in the world." But from what I was seeing, it wasn't too bad. Tell you, Max Simmons is in the middle of nowhere right now, and it's kind of painful to see.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe he's just having a little bit of a moment to reflect on life and think about what's really important, which everybody knows is pizza.
True. Richard DeRouche all over the back end of Luciano Achazzo.
What does it say on the side of those UPS cars? We heart long dicks?
Logistic.
Oh, my bad. They were going by really fast. I couldn't quite read it. I mean, it's easy to read Cobalt. It's right there.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I mean, I swear, it's like, we heart long dicks. Like, I didn't know Richard was that tall.
I was watching a weird NFL records video today. Would you like to guess at who the tallest player to ever score a touchdown in the NFL is?
Too Tall Jones?
No, sir. It is Harris Shroud. He was 6'11" tall.
Holy dog shit. I think Too Tall Jones is only like 6'6".
The shortest, and it is 4 different people. 5'11". Pardon me, 5'5". What am I talking about? 5'5".
Yeah.
And and a dear beloved man to us both. Although we're gonna wait for see Moly makes the overtake here.
Mole. You got molested.
Not quite able to get past John Barker there. The oldest person to score a touchdown, other than a throwing touchdown, Doug Flutie.
Hell yeah, Doug Flutie.
It's a great one actually because he does a quarterback sneak from like the 1 and he's like scoots underneath his own O-line to get in. And the announcers are like, if there was ever anyone who could burrow like an animal to the end zone, it is Doug Flutie.
Hell yeah, that guy was awesome. And a side note, Ed Too Tall Jones is 6'9" and is currently 69 years old. So it's all lining up for him.
All the 6'9".
Nice. Speaking of 6'9", what's Daniel Hernandez up to?
Oh,
in ninth place.
He is in 9th place.
There's a YouTube channel I watch called Trap Lore Ross. And he is an English gentleman and does hip-hop kind of retrospective or expose type videos and like explains what was going on with this. Why did this guy hit that guy? Why was there beef here? He does stuff like that. So he's been doing this extended, what he calls the Clout Chronicles, and it's all about how 6'9".
Hang on a sec, we got a pit stop here from Martin Edmonds.
What? Why?
He's got to make a pit stop at some point.
That's not true.
Yeah, you absolutely do.
That's not true at all.
Let's see what he goes with for tires. If he go, Javi in too as well, and somebody else is in there. One of the brown cars. Luciano Ichazo. So Ichazo, Perez, and Edmonds in the pit lane. We've also seen Max Simons in and Kyle Math, although Kyle Math is out of the race. So
does that mean that his time will be uncalculable?
For the moment, yes. Speeding the pit lane, no, Javi.
He's Javier is just too picante to be held down. He just doesn't live by your rules.
Martin Evans got a good pit stop there because he's right on the tail of Luciano out of the pits. Let's see what he can do. Both men have gone with the prime tire option, so no one has gambled on alts. Horrible lock up there by Martin Edmonds, and he loses the plot. That's probably going to flat spot the tires. I don't know if these ones have the updated tire model that it could actually flat spot or not. For those unaware at home, flat spot is where the tire goes flat and is no longer fully round anymore. And as a result, it causes all kinds of problems with your grip.
Is that why you shouldn't drift every single corner?
Yes.
Or is that why you should drift every single corner and then eventually end up with a hexagonal tire?
Well, in theory, if you drift, you'll at some point wear them back into a rough circle. So
hell yeah! So you do have to just drift every single corner.
You have to you have to calculate the drift. You have to calculate it, sir.
Exactly.
Like a fine shot in Rocket League.
Excellent. We haven't played that in a while. I can see myself having some drinks and getting frustrated with my inability to hit the ball.
True. Moly was in the pit lane. We kind of missed that as he's being overtaken by the previous pit. No, Moly!
Yeah. You might want to burrow down underneath that one there, Molly.
Indeed. Christoph Verstappen comfortably out in front.
Stripper watch. Almost 10 seconds of lead time.
We think.
Approximately.
According to the numbers that we have right now.
Somewhere in that area.
For fastest lap reference, his fastest lap is a 27.2. The next fastest is a 27.5. And that's by Max Simmons, who, if we're being honest, is more or less taking himself out of this equation. Plenty of time left.
Stuff.
Oh, it should be mentioned, I do have to correct our prior broadcast of the IndyCar race from Laguna Seca. John Barker did, in fact, do 2 pit stops. We credited him with 1 because the log file claimed he only did 1. He has informed me that the log file must be incorrect because he did make 2 stops.
Well done. I also must make a correction. I credited the wrong Swede with being the Nordic marsupial.
True. That's
my bad, dog.
It's Jürgen Walby, not Magnus Sternby.
Correct. I'm gonna come up with 1 for Magnus Sternby.
Richard DeRouche rejoining. Well, we also got Gustav Ekstrom and Zach Hepstrom.
They don't count.
Lots of Sweden.
Gustav Zach lives in fucking East London. He's not Swedish.
No, well, he's not Swedish, but he lives in Sweden.
I don't believe that either.
He does.
I think he's Dutch.
He's not Dutch.
We're gonna go with that narrative though, because it's funnier.
Okay.
He might have a little Flemish in his throat. No judgment.
Daniel Hernandez up to 6th place, but that's just not having pitted. Oh, Luciano Chazo is showing damage. Let's have a look. And he is missing the front nose. Terrible. Luciano was in contention for a podium. That might have killed it right there, though.
Listen, I'm tired of these nose jobs. Y'all fake bitches need to get your shit straight right off the front. And come up with some new and interesting damage.
Cobalt car in the pits. I can't tell who it is, though.
It was me.
Oh, it's Verstappen. So race leader in the pit lane.
Surely make you lose your mind.
Max Simons picking up some spots there over the pitting Luciano Achazo and Moly Moly, who's in for a drive-through.
He is maleficent.
This is Verstappen rejoining the race.
Well
Still
done.
in the lead. John Barker up to 2nd. John Barker in the pit lane, though, so John might have been able to get a lap led there if he stayed out a little bit longer, but he is elected to call it a pit here. Wayne Hutchinson apparently quite close to Verstappen, so there might be a fight there yet.
I should join this league here and.
Oh, Wayne is overtaking Christoph. Christoph weirdly stopped there. Is Christoph Verstappen so bored out in front that he wants some competition?
Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary. Or he knows that Wayne's going to have to pit and doesn't care.
No, Wayne already pitted, so...
He's going to have to pit 3 more times.
The only person who is yet to pit, I think, is Daniel Hernandez.
There's got to be a no snitching, no pitting joke I could make. I'm sure Daniel's going to fucking message me at some point if he hears this and go, dude, what the fuck? I ain't that rainbow-headed freak. I ain't touching no kids.
No, I think Daniel would be cool with it. I think...
Fair enough.
From what I've gathered with Daniel, he's a cool guy. Moly Moly has not left the pits, so I'm going to check on him real quick. Moly Moly has parked it and retired. That's not a good move.
He got molested way too hard.
It's a long race, guys. Just losing a nose and getting a drive-through does not end your race. It really shouldn't.
It might.
So we're still
Maybe
waiting on Daniel Hernandez to make a pit stop.
By the way, I have chili on the stove, and everybody listening to this is welcome to come over and eat. It does have half a ghost pepper in it, and I think only Javier's really going to enjoy it other than myself.
I'll take it.
That seems fair. Bring your own sour cream, bitches.
Interesting story regarding Mr. Wayne Hutchinson, who Hutchison. I'll get it eventually. I will get it eventually.
Hutchinston.
Him and Cole McRae actually work together.
That is correct. They really do well down there at Crazy Legs on 15th.
They have a ladies' night down there?
They are the ladies' night. I hear that the tips are good, and if you're really, really good, lucky, they may or may not flash one ball.
Oh, just one.
Only one. These are classy people we're talking about.
That just reminds me. I watched Payback earlier today with the Mel Gibson movie. And,
God, I haven't seen that in a long time.
There is that great line of, if you tell me where my son is, I'll make it quick. I promise I won't make you have to learn what your left testicle tastes like.
It always reminds me of the Casino Royale scene where they've got Daniel Craig strapped to the chair. He's like, "Now I'm going to tell everybody you scratched my balls."
To the left, little to the left. Ah, now
hilarious.
Everyone's going to know that you died scratching my balls. Good movie. Wasn't actually all that keen on the follow-ups though.
I've enjoyed every single one.
They were not bad. Do not get it twisted. They were not bad.
No,
but
they're not Pierce Brosnan.
There was see, the weird thing is I really like Pierce Brosnan as Bond. I just think that he was given absolute terrible scripts.
Yeah, they were going for like, well, what if we jump from beyond the 3-point line and do a double flipping, triple twisting, backhanded tomahawk dunk? And like, bitch, please.
I enjoyed GoldenEye, which probably also always is going to hold a special place because it's the first Bond movie I ever saw, actually.
Yeah, GoldenEye was really good.
And actually, I enjoyed World Is Not Enough. It was
Which
inconsistent. That's the one with Denise Richards, and she's terrible in it, but the movie itself is
it's got Robert Carlyle.
It's got Robert Carlyle.
Fucking kicks ass.
It's also the one that Valentine Zukovsky dies in epic fashion. I enjoyed him. Fat Russian guy played by Robbie Coltrane.
Oh yeah.
Boss,
I don't remember that name.
His henchman betrays him in the movie and then thinks he's dead. And then when he comes back to reveal that he's alive still, he's like, "Boss, I'm so happy to see you." And he's just like, "I'm happy too." And he shoots him repetitively with the shit.
Oh, that was played by his henchman was Goldie.
It was, yeah.
Excellent, fucking yeah. Robert Carlyle had the best death scene in the world in that movie.
Mm-hmm. Daniel Hernandez in the pits finally to take new tire. 33rd. He got 27 minutes into the race without pitting. I think.
Daniel Hernandez currently in custody.
Welcome to the pit row penitentiary.
Oh God! Don't give those two mooks fucking credit.
Christoph Verstappen closing on Wade Hutchison. We theorize he may have let Hutchison pass him. And takes the lead quite easily there.
Mm-hmm.
Turn 1 there, a prime overtaking spot.
Canada back up to the 2-3-4 position.
Indeed.
And America partially full of quitters.
Pretty much. So we're one pit stop down. Verstappen, Hutchison, Darush, Edmonds retaining their positions. John Barker up to 5th due to Luciano Echazo getting a drive-through and or did he just get a nose cone replacement? I can't remember which. But he's down to 9th place.
Just say no job.
Javi Perez Torres up to 6th. Max Simons to 7th. Daniel Hernandez to 8th.
Get him, Javi.
And we have lost Moly Moly and Kyle Math.
Wayne Hutchison currently driving for Team Thought.
One of the UPS cars falling a lap down there. Most likely Javi. So I'm pretty sure Simmons was already down a lap.
Maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, currently in 7th place, Javier Caviar.
Actually, Javier's in the pit lane, so that was not him getting lapped.
Whoa.
Odd pit stop time. Is this a drive-through, maybe? It might have been a drive-through.
No, I don't think so.
He did pick one up, and I don't think he saw him.
That was a while back, though. If he hadn't served it by now, wouldn't he be disqualified?
Well, you got 3 laps to do it. Maybe this was the 3rd lap?
You saying you just went really slow on 3 straight laps?
Potentially, yes.
Fair enough.
Alright, Javi to the back of the pack off of that drive-through, we assume. Wasn't long enough to be a pit stop, so, yeah.
Back of the pack attack.
Still trying to figure out who that UPS car is in the background there of this battle for the lead. It is Daniel Hernandez who was lapped, so there we go.
Get him.
Somehow Max Simmons has found his way back onto the lead lap, probably because he is really fast.
I mean, that's provably true. He usually comes in, like 3rd or 4th place behind guys like Christoph Verstripper and the man, the myth, the legend, the big old water phlegm himself.
Mikhail Stockmill?
Mikhail Stofflingston.
They were trying to... Someone was... I can't remember who it was, but someone was frustrated with having multiple mics and then was trying to figure out what to call Stockmill instead of Mike, and it was amusing, because Mike's like, nah...
Cole?
It wasn't... I don't think it was Cole. Someone in the 3D speed grid.
Oh. I thought you meant like on commentary.
No, it was just like in the post-race sloppy.
The post-race sloppy jalopy.
The man to watch out for, though, is this man right here, Luciano Achazzo. He's got pace. He just has had a bit of a bad luck day. Back in 8th place. Should be a threat for more.
You know, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe my brain's playing tricks on me, so take this with a jar full of salt. But does Luciano race a lot better when there's more South Americans on the grid? Or is it just me?
That's an interesting theory. I've not really noticed it myself.
Somebody go back and watch all the races that have ever happened and tally that up for me. Thank you.
You're suggesting there's a moral support component?
I don't know. I don't know what like every time I see Luciano in this kind of like solo South I don't know what South is in Spanish. South Americano kind of like hombre lobo kind of scenario. It's just he seems to have an up and down type of relationship with racing, but if there's like Luciano and Amore and like, you know, a bunch of other guys, he's like, I don't know. It seems
well,
like
it wouldn't be Amore. He's not South American.
Is he not?
No, he is not.
Is he from Moldova?
No. Well, he's originally from the Middle East. And I believe he's from Sweden now.
Oh, my bad. Shit. Then I don't. Maybe my whole theory just fell right off the fuck apart.
Well, no. I mean, there are obviously some more South American heavy grades. We got guys like Ishmael Montoya, Fran Machuca, Ariel Zatoni, Gerardo Davel, Wayne Medeiros, Ronaldo Tavares. So there may be something to it.
Maybe it's just like, I don't know what kind of chit chat happens in the actual room because I don't barge in there. But like during practice and stuff, like some Espanol and Portuguese like thrown around.
Could be some thoughts, some things, a combined mental brain trust. That
might just be a comfort level.
Yeah, that could be it too. But while there are 2 other Spanish speakers in this race, they are not South American.
Well, Javi just calls me a pinche gringo all the time, so I don't know.
But yeah,
I don't know what that means.
Javi and Daniel Hernandez, of course, both do speak Spanish.
Something chupa mi huevos.
Something gringo.
Pinche tu madre. And Bendeco? What the heck is a Bendeco?
Bendejo.
That's the joke.
And of course, let's not forget the last thing you want to hear from someone from Brazil, Mataleon.
See, well, you're not going to hear it. You're just going to feel it. It's all going to go dark.
This is Luciano Echazo. That's got to be someone that it's got to be someone that he's lapping, because he's not racing any of the Cobalt cars or lapping him.
Lapping at heaven's door.
Cobalt doing real well, by the way. 4 of the top 5 Cobalt racers. Only Wayne Hutchinson of the Black team in the top 5. UPS with a chance to gain some ground, not taking it here today. But there is 25 minutes to go.
2 parody notes. A, I have a parody for you, but I'm saving it. And B, I came up with a great idea for a parody earlier with Javi and I were hanging out, and now I don't remember what it is.
It'll come back to you. It always does.
It always does. Somewhere in my in the garburator of my brain, it will spew forth once more, going, ew, gross. Oh,
Wayne Hutchinson closed on Christoph Verstappen by 3.1 seconds that last lap, so Christoph with a rough time there.
He's just doing donuts on every corner.
Might have been stuck in some traffic. Check in with him. He seems to be in the clear right now.
I remember that the bass song was going to be Rainbow Connection, but I don't remember what the parody version was going to be. Damn it.
Richard DeRoche, not too far away from the top 2 right now, so we'll see what he can do.
And there's no danger of me forgetting what the heck my parody is for you, so that's okay. That's locked away in an upper vault.
I would hope you at least wrote that down.
No, it's in there. Don't worry about it. It's too funny for me to forget.
Okay.
Well, it's too funny for me.
Hey, I trust. Whoa!
Gone.
That Cobalt car got really tired of the blue flag from Daniel Hernandez.
He gone.
Makes the move. Luciano Echazo also slips by into 6th place.
Daniel Hernandez is currently facing 2 years to life in the pit lane.
Max Simmons in the pit.
Driver's protection program.
Max Simmons has made his final pit stop in theory and is rejoined. Nobody has gambled on the alternate tires yet.
Soon.
I would say Daniel Hernandez might want to consider it because he went really long on that first run.
Yeah.
But I do fully admit I don't know what the alternate tires wear is like on this track. I just really know what they were like at Indy. And that could obviously grossly affect their potential effectiveness.
Is it possible that Max Simmons is just drunk as hell right now?
It's always possible.
Maximum Simonizer.
Someone was trying to get my attention on Discord. I apologize for the disruption in commentary.
Did they send nudes?
They did not.
Lame.
We've been through this. There's really only like 2 people on our entire Discord that can send me nudes and get my attention.
And both of them are me.
Nope. You just have to send, your attention. You just have to say something funny.
That's true. Oh, you got the Lego Ultramarine picture I sent you?
Yes, I did.
Fucking funny.
It's great. Oh, Max Simon's overtaking Luciano Echazo. Although I didn't see Echazo there. Was he in the pit lane? Might have been.
Maybe. Can neither confirm nor deny.
His last lap was a 1:36.6. That does imply a pit stop. Hernandez and Perez Torres close together once again.
It's almost as if they are swapping tortilla recipes.
Martin Edmonds might have snuck a pit stop in while we weren't looking because he's dropped to 5th place.
Also, if you are swapping tortilla recipes, holla at your boy.
Uh-huh.
Seriously. I'm not kidding.
Martin also did it over 2-minute lap, so I'm gonna hope that was a pit stop.
No, he's just, stopping to smell the roses and, stuff. Cocaine.
Oh, somebody off the track there. Ichazo overtaking Max Simmons, I believe that was. Whoa!
Little squirrely.
Little squirrely.
Hit him in one of them chipmunk corners. It's just a little squirrely.
So let's talk strategy here from him. Let me get nerdy here for a sec. Daniel Hernandez is in a battle with Javi Perez Torres for 6th place. He's behind Javi. Hasn't shown the pace to overtake him yet. He went super long, 27 minutes on that first set of tires. If he can do that again, he can pop some red sidewall tires on for like the last 10 minutes of this race and go hard and try and take that spot.
That sounds like a lot of effort to go up to 6th place.
Hey, 6th place is a great place if you're an academy driver.
Fair enough. What does that entail? Free? Does that get you a brunch gift card?
It gets you a lovely romantic one-on-one session with Mike Stoffmill on the track of your choice.
Well, he will take you out for a nice Sepang dinner and never call you again.
Ah!
I like them graphics.
There's some solid graphics. Looking at the pit lane's ass as Richard Taroche comes in. Wayne Hutchison in as well, so no super deep runs from Wayne today.
He has failed to engage in the maximum tire usage as put forth by the Swedish contingent. Although, wasn't Wayne the only guy that ever did like an enduro with one set of tires?
No.
Like
Mike Stoffmill also has done it now.
Okay.
Richard Taroche rolling out of the pit lane. Remember, we were doing it was the Bilsterberg one that we were doing commentary for, and
oh yeah.
We're like, Mike Stoffmill not leading the race, not posting fastest laps. What is this? Turns out he was saving fuel to go the whole distance on one tank.
And it worked, kind of.
It did. I think he won.
If I remember correctly, and playing the odds so I don't have to remember that hard, he totally won.
Christoph Verstappen, nice and comfortable out front once again, having 2nd and 3rd place been in the pits. John Barker up to 2nd. He still has to pit.
I'm going to pit right now. I'll be right back.
We are waiting on Daniel Hernandez, who's overtaken Javi Perez Torres without a pit stop, which is interesting. Verstappen in. Race leader in for his final stop of the day. Looking to go his last 15 minutes or so. About 16 minutes, probably. Stint here. And into the pit lane he goes for service. John Barker missed the chance to lead a lap last time Verstappen was in the pits because he went in right after him, and he's going to do it again. So Verstappen is going to retain the lead once again, I think, off of these pit stops, as John Barker was the only guy who really could take it from him. One of the UPS cars in the pits as well there. It is Javi Perez Torres making his final stop. So Javi, no speeding in the pit lane this time, please. Whoa, Richard Taroche getting a little bit slide happy there. It's a lapped car he's with, so he doesn't have to worry about battling for position, but bit rough.
Change my tires in the back.
You missed Richard Taroche go power slide.
Ooh, damn. Can you do it again?
We'll see. Christoph Verstappen has made his final pit stop and is back out in the lead. John Barker once again refusing to take the lead by pitting after him. And we're just awaiting on Daniel Hernandez once again, I think, for pit stops to be complete.
I'm sure he's on some sort of pit release program.
Indeed. Still no one has tied the alternate tires yet. Hernandez is the guy I'm looking at to maybe make that gamble.
Gotta know when to hold them and know when to swap them.
Absolutely.
Know when to fuel up and know when to run.
By the way, that last lap out of the pit lane, Christoph Verstappen, new fastest lap.
You better swap them tires when you're racing for the lead.
Christoph, buddy, I know I've said this before, and Christoph doesn't like it when I say it. But maybe 5 to 10% off, Christoph. Maybe 5 to 10% off, so you don't crash out of the lead, please.
You may or may not be nicknamed Squirrely Chris, just for fun.
Pretty much. It's like you know what? I am not a good driver. My advice is normally highly subjective, but it has to be said that if you're driving off the track well leading by 6+ seconds, maybe you need to take your foot a little bit off the gas pedal.
That's not how you get out to a 14-second lead, sir.
I mean, that's true, but when you're Christoph, I think you should just be taking the win. You're not Mike Stopmill.
Or are you?
Secretly might be.
This is Mike Stoffmill's Smurf account. I mean, the guy literally will be in the middle of a race and still chatting with us live on YouTube. You can't prove to me he can't race two cars at the same time.
That's true. I need to at some point ask Mike, hey Mike, here's my Steam login. I need you to do some things for me.
That would be fucking hilarious. Mike, I need you to race for me during the 3D speed. It will be hilarious. I will give you $5.
We'll give you good commentary coverage.
Hell yeah.
That is like entirely my bribe to people to get them to do things I want them to do in the races. Not like driving wise, but like if you
I'll take bribes.
I'm like if you change your team name in on the portal to reflect your team name in game, then we will be really nice to you on commentary.
I was not aware of this. I would be on board.
Christoph Verstappen still in the lead, and it is growing to Wayne Hutchinson. Although I am suspecting we might have a timing gap glitch going on because the gap I'm seeing is not actually making any sense. Oh, so I have improved on my watering system for the racing rig. I have I've taken like one of those goaltender water bottles, like the big honking like 1 liter ones.
Yeah.
And I have rigged a straw system that goes to my mouth as I am racing.
Go to a medical supply store, get some fucking tubing.
I didn't need to. I had some tubing lying around.
That seems fair. Let's get like 2 camelbacks and an IV rack.
Pretty much. My chair now has a camelback. A camelback, basically.
Excellent.
So I don't have to put the beer helmet on anymore. I still might, but...
Back when I had back problems and before the surgery and I couldn't get my fucking socks on, I went to a medical supply shop here in town and picked up the biggest set of hemostats they had. And they're like, what are you using this for? And I'm like, putting socks on? They're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Boy, the UPS car is going real slowly there.
Well, maybe switch to FedEx and get there faster.
Hello. Reminds me of a joke from the Net Force novel series. There's a character named Julio Fernandez who actually reminds me a lot of you, but like Spanish.
Sí, muy picante.
And he's talking to this attractive woman in one of the books after he's been shot. She's like, how's the leg? He's like, oh, just a shot. Just nothing, really. I hurt myself more putting my socks on in the morning.
You're not wrong.
He does eventually marry the woman, and then there's like a whole plot where she's pregnant and breastfeeding, and his commander's wife has betrayed him by telling her she could get a pump that would take the milk out and make daddy have to feed the kid during the middle of the night. He's talking to his general. He's like, General, Your wife is a traitor to the cause. Now I get to get up in the middle of the night and feed the baby.
But what would you feed it to?
He's an interesting character. Towards the end of the series, he gets promoted to an actual officer status. He's like, "How could you do this to me?"
Make me responsible and shit? Fuck.
Captain Fernandez, or pardon me, Sergeant Fernandez, you'll have to actually take some responsibilities. Puts the lieutenant pinstripes on him. Oh no, General, what did I ever do to you? Meantime, Christopher Streppen, well in the lead. Nothing really happening in terms of battles on track right now. The last thing of interest is if Daniel Hernandez pits again, which he may not at this point. May just go the distance, because something I was probably not really thinking of is that he went 27 minutes on his first set of tires. If he just has to go 33 on the second set, which is not much longer. So might be, Max Simmons overtakes Luciano Achazzo. What the hell happened there?
Same thing that's been happening the whole time. They keep swapping back and forth.
Achazzo just did a really terrible lap, though. Oh, he's in the pits. Luciano Achazzo, he's gambling. Alternate right sidewall tires for the Argentine driver. Luciano Achazzo is going for it.
They are A for advanced.
Well, we'll see. He's got 9 minutes. I mean, this gamble only works if he gets up to 6th place, though, is the problem. So I'm not really... Oh, that's not good. A little squirrely there. Although I would like to salute Luciano. You've given us something to look at for the remainder here. Can you make this gamble work? Problem is,
you gotta hold your fuel when you're on the back street.
Problem is, there's two problems. Number one, he's got to make up a lot of time with very few laps left. Number two, he's really squirrely on those right sidewall tires, so he's having a hard time turning the tires on.
Turn me on. Stripper watch. Almost 20 goddamn seconds of lead time.
Yep. There is Max Simons in 6th place. Daniel Hernandez in the... So, I mean, if I'm Hernandez, I'm definitely going with the alternate tires right now, because there's no... There we are, red sidewalls on! Daniel Hernandez going for it. I feel like he probably should have pitted earlier, though, to get maximum use out of these red sidewalls.
I vote we have him drive completely flat out, no matter what happens.
Alright, so there are the two red sidewall tires together. That is Luciano Achazzo and Daniel Hernandez. Two danger men because they have gambled on the alternate tires. And the charge is on. Next on their list is Javi Perez Torres. Be interested to see their lap times as they go, so we'll see what they can do. How much faster these alternate tires are.
17 and 1/2 seconds faster.
Unlikely.
You should make them use the alternate tires permanently, and then we'll have so many pit stops, it'll be a giant juggling clusterfuck.
We would have probably 4 to 5 pit stops if they had to use the alts.
I would be very entertained. It's like the anti-XFL. Instead of everything keeping moving all the time, it's just everybody stopping.
Oh, one of the UPS cars going slowly there. That is Javi Perez Torres. And Achazzo and Hernandez have caught him. Ichazo's last lap was his fastest of the race at 26.6, which was the fastest of anyone on the track, but not of the race. That still belongs to 25.5! Christoph Verstappen has just made the entire, not just, but some time ago, Christoph Verstappen made the field weep with a 25.5, which is over a second faster than anyone else.
Yarp.
And that includes a red sidewall tired Luciano Ichazo on like next to no fuel. Luciano overtakes Javi. See if he can keep it going.
Flash the headlights.
There are no headlights.
Flash the air conditioning.
Coming up to John Barker. He is lapped by Barker. We'll see if Barker realizes that he should just let him pass, because he's not racing. He's not in any way racing Luciano Ichazo. Just give him his lap back. That's the other problem with this gamble, is if you get stuck behind a car that's just not going to let you pass, and it's, a lap up on you, what the fuck happened?
That person gets disqualified for not obeying a blue flag?
Well, this is not a blue flag, because this is the reverse blue flag.
Oh, it's the red flag.
No, that's the race is stopped.
Purple flag? I'm trying to, draw a straight line between blue and a yellow flag.
Yellow flag's just caution. Purple works. I'll take purple.
Flag.
I'll take purple.
Plaid flag.
They don't have a plaid
flag.
They don't have a plaid flag for anything, so that also works.
I'm gonna plaid flag the shit out of you.
John Barker is not going very fast right now, so I wonder if he's having to conserve fuel.
In my races, you all get plaid flag.
The gamble is not working for Daniel Hernandez, by the way. He's dropped way off the back of Javi P. Luciano Ichazo's last lap was a 27.1. That is the second fastest lap of the race for him. As one of the Cobalt cars, probably Martin Edmonds, just lets him through, which is a good call.
See.
I'd like to take this opportunity because in the 3D speed race, there was a bit of a weird one where Alfonso Chacon came out of the pits as a lap down. And I don't know if Dave Walsh ever figured out he was racing a dude a lap down because he was blocking him, not illegally, not a penalty to clear, but he was, actively fighting a guy who was a lap down, which I thought was a really bad idea and could have ended really badly if Alfonso had hit him.
Yet hilarious.
Would have been hilarious. Would have helped me out because I was behind them.
I need somebody at some point racing one of these cars to just get an ambulance livery.
I mean, the Cobalt car is not terribly far from an ambulance, to be honest.
It's not close enough, though. Dee-doo. Even on the nose cone. Jesse, if you're out there, I'll let you boy.
Can't do custom skins in this game, unfortunately.
Rage!
We can do partial custom skins in ACC and then, full custom in R Factor.
Well, it looks like we're all moving to R Factor, so my ideas can come to fruition all the time.
Race 07 was good. I used to have a lot of good skins for Race 07. I think you would have liked my bubble wrap car.
Yeah, I remember a bunch of those. You did share. Wish we could do custom liveries in Rocket League.
That'd be cool.
It would be cool. Have Serb on your spoiler laughing and pointing at people as you score.
That'd be great. What is up with John Barker? He's getting passed by cars that he previously lapped. Now, Luciano, that made sense. Luciano, fast driver on alternate tires. That was understandable, but he just got Javi P just unlapped himself. So John Barker has got some kind of problem right now.
Ran out of fuel.
Could be a fuel miscalculation.
I'm waiting for your boy Strip Off for Christian to hit the 25-second lead mark so I can officially put him in Stoff Mill range.
Well, he's only got one more lap to do it.
I mean, he was up to 20. Got close. 24 and a half.
Can he do it?
24-7. It's on 24-7. 24-666.
Can he do it? Could also just be that Javi is running really good laps right now, because Javi is hassling Martin Edmonds now, who probably would
as well he should hassle the shit out of him.
Probably would be best to just let him through.
Nah, get him, Javi. Do a power slide and have him T-bone you, and then it's his fault.
In fact, we're gonna ride with Javi.
26 and a half second, 27, not quite 27-second lead.
Javi Perez Torres getting that lap back from Martin Edmonds.
Or does that still count? Because I assume that Verstappen had finished.
Nope, he has not finished yet.
Oh well, I mean, for your boy Strip Off for Christian has officially achieved Stoffmeal levels of lead. It's official. If you have a 25-second lead, that's
he's coming around the final turn right now. Actually,
coming around the final turn.
Christoph Verstappen to take win here at Lausitz. He celebrates in style with a really wiggly pattern across the line.
Coming down the mountain.
Dominant display from the Belgian driver. John Barker all over the back end of Martin Edmonds. So these two guys either are both going slow, or Javi Perez Torres has found the speed here at the end of the race.
Get him, Javi. I mean, that's happened to me more times than I can count.
He has left them for dead.
That's happened to me more times than I can count in some game, whether it be video or real life, and like right at the end, you're like, "Oh, I'm in the rhythm now!" And it's
I found the rhythm. Too late, but I found it.
Shit.
Also, congratulations, Mr. Byron, on your second Pro Bowl selection on my Madden team.
Ha-cha-cha.
And congratulate your brother, because you are the first tackle duo to be Pro Bowler.
Ha-cha-cha. Your quarterback going to die.
Wrong side. You're protecting my quarterback.
No, I want to be. Can I play both ways?
I mean, I could create a second version of you to play the other side of the ball.
Excellent.
I need
Both of me will be Pro Bowlers.
I do need an extra defensive tackle, because Andrew Scarr is kind of lonely in the middle there. My buddy Brendan Blinch's character is not working out for me.
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
You make your boy the sack-filled panties as a quarterback, and make sure he plays for the Browns.
Of course he would.
And then I'm gonna play defense.
That's totally his team.
I'll just play alternate years. I'll play defense or offense.
I could just make two of you.
That is true. You should know why stop there.
Anyways, this race has come to an end. Christoph Verstappen, your winner from Wayne Hutchinson, Richard DeRouche, Martin Edmonds, John Barker, Max Simmons, who's your top member of the UPS team. Bad race for them. Luciano Chazo's alternate strategy did not really work out. Daniel Hernandez Javier Perez Torres and Daniel Hernandez rounding off the field. Byron, your final thoughts on this race?
Cucumber tastes better pickle?
That's a solid thought. It's definitely things to think
Also,
of.
Both of those cars are Durga race Hamajihad.
Anyways, that is all from Lausitz Super Speedway. And we'll be back at you. There will be at some point commentary for the Academy. And that's about it.
Is it?
And we've got kind of a quiet week coming up.
Well, why don't we do something adventurous like watch The Losers?
Also, we're going to watch UFC after this. So let's go do that.
Hell yeah. Peace out, bitches.